Hi to all my magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading we're going to be taking a look at how and when you will become famous. So now I'm going to show you your piles. For pile number 1 we have this Chrysocolla crystal mixed with malachite. For pile number 2 we have citrine. For pile number 3, we have amethyst. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you are most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can pick 2 or all of them. Your intuition will always know best. You can also pause the video if you need more time. And if you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I will see you at your reading. Bye! Hi there my pile number 1s. If you chose this Chrysocolla crystal, this reading is for you, for how and when you're going to become famous. You chose the card Our Ancient Future. Let's go ahead and add your cards for you. So the first card we have here is Surrender to the Sweetness, Venus Energy, Pleasure, Joy, Love to Life. The next card we have is Inner Wisdom. You know what to do, trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. The next card we have here is the Page of Wands. We have the Magician. We have the 7 of Voices, which is the 7 of Swords. We have the Page of Voices, which is the Page of Swords. We have the Sun card. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the Fool. We have the King of Cups. And lastly, we have the 2 of Wands. Okay, my pile number 1s. I want to say the first thing I am looking at for how and when you will become famous, the first thing I'm noticing is we have the card Surrender to the Sweetness, right? But then check this, we also have little fruits here in the 4 of Wands right next to Surrender to the fruit to the Sweetness. So my pile number 1s, I do feel like how and when you're going to become famous, something has to do with enjoying what you're doing. Whether you are wanting to start something new with the Fool card, for example, wanting to start a TikTok, wanting to start a YouTube, wanting to start an Instagram, anything it might be, wanting to sing, wanting to dance, wanting to become a magician, wanting to do something creative with the Sun here, whatever it is, it can be anything at all. The important thing for you, my pile number 1s, is to enjoy what you're doing, to have pleasure with what you're doing, to really feel into it and feel like it's a gift for you to even be enjoying this. Does that make sense, my pile number 1s? So what can you do to get more into this joyous, celebratory energy? Because the 4 of Wands as well symbolizes a celebration. And surrendering to the sweetness talks about we deserve as human beings to enjoy what we do. We're actually conditioned so much like when we were children, that we have to find work boring, that we have to find everything we do as boring and tiring and this and this and that. But actually, no. You are the one that creates your reality, my pal number ones. And each day, your life is a brand new canvas. And each day, you can paint any colors on there. You can make it bright and bright and bright. And you can put bright colors with glitter. You can put any colors you want. You can put any characters you want. You can put any songs or music you want into that canvas, or the feeling of music through the colors and through the picture you're drawing. And each day you create your reality with the choices you make and the energy you go into it with. So how can you make the activities you are doing more fun, where you can bring that energy into what you want to do, my pal number ones? So yeah, my pal number ones, if you are perhaps someone that does something creative here with the sun, if you are someone that makes TikToks and films what you do on YouTube or TikTok or on social media, if you are someone that wants to create something here with the magician, like even singing can be under the sun, musicians, music, perhaps even with this energy with the Page of Voices, this kind of reminds me of the energy of like doing something smart with technology, inventions, things like that. So it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, it's even making funny videos that make people laugh, or acting perhaps. For some of you, we see someone posing here, so some of you may be modeling. And this kind of reminds me of the energy of, you know, when you watch a movie and you see someone go for an audition and they get said yes to, and they're just like happy and they're on top of the world. This reminds me of that energy. For some of you, I'm even picking up reality TV. Well, it's going to be different for everyone, my pal number ones, but whatever this is, it doesn't really matter what it is. The important thing is to find the enjoyment in it and to realize that you are the key to creating this for yourself. We have the magician. The magician talks about creating your reality. You are the key to creating your reality, my pal number ones, to creating this famous success for yourself. So how are you going to do that, and how are you going to make it fun? How can you bring in this energy of fun into your everyday life, where you can make people laugh or get into character or pose well and just show off that energy? Because when you are enjoying yourself and you are in that energy, you kind of already make people... You're more warm, you're more inviting. We even see that with the sun energy. The sun energy is bright yellow. We see rainbow energy here. So it's like you're inviting people in with this warm energy, with the sweet energy. I also see here with the lotus flowers, some of you could grow into this. So some of you could start out small with the Fool card, start out with something new, take a leap of faith, and kind of, you don't really know where your dream is going yet, but you're jumping and trusting that something is going to catch you. The universe is going to catch you, right? Let's say you take a few leaps. For example, let's use the example of social media, since we see the Page of Wands here. Let's say you post a video of your dog doing something funny, right? And let's say you post this video of your dog and this is the first video you've taken, right? And it's kind of like a leap of faith. You're hoping that the universe catches you with this leap of faith. And you don't know if anyone's even gonna watch your video. I hear a dog howling in the background. Oh my gosh. These synchronicities. But this is just an example. You know what I mean? It's gonna be different for everyone. But let's say you posted the first time, it doesn't get any views. You posted the second time, it gets some views, like 400 views. Then you posted the third time, another video, and it gets 1,000 views. Then you try again and it gets 4,000 views, and then you are like, okay, it's increasing and increasing every time I do it. Every time I see the day as like a new day, it increases at each time I go a little bit further. So now after that, you're noticing with the Seven of Voices here, you're noticing what people like and what people don't like. So the Seven of Voices usually talks about a sneaky energy, but in this case, since it is next to the Page of Voices, I kind of see it, and since it is opposite the Fool, I kind of see it as you studying your audience. And after each little step you take, each little leap of faith, because putting yourself out there on, social media is a leap of faith. You don't know if people are actually going to like it. You start to notice what your audience likes, and you start to become smart with your strategies. The Seven of Voices usually talks about something sneaky, but in this case, it's a good sneaky where you're noticing what people like and what people don't like. And let's say people see you post again after you noticing what they like and what they don't like. Let's say you see this, that they like this specific video with, let's say, for example, your dog doing something funny and twirling around, right? And you see this as the golden door, the golden opportunity to becoming famous. And people see it blow up and it gets 1 million likes, and all people see is this energy, but they never saw this that went into it, and you having to observe and check these statistics of what people like and what people don't like, my pile number ones. But then you notice I was having fun all along while I was doing it, so there was no time wasted. So here I'm noticing in the ancient future, it's kind of like the same message as I said before about the Fool energies. You're taking a leap of faith and you're hoping that your guides, your spirit guides, the universe catches you, right, my pile number ones? And you're noticing that as you do it, you have to enjoy doing it. Otherwise, your videos aren't going to be as funny, right? As an example. And you're kind of noticing that when you try to micromanage it and look at the views and kind of like micromanage it basically in that way, you notice that you're enjoying it less and less and less. So that's kind of like their advice to you, not to micromanage it, to take the first step today, because you're the key to creating this future for yourself, and trust that the universe is going to be loyal to you and catch you with a leap of faith, and continue taking this leap of faith as much as times as you can, so that you can put yourself out there and enjoy yourself while doing it. It's not a rush. It's not about a rush. It's a journey, is what I see. So with our ancient future, what I'm noticing here is it's kind of like the same message. When you start today, your future self will thank you. If you start today, your future self will look back on this moment of you watching this video and thank you for whatever it is you want to do. Whether you want to create art, music, invent something, study something, and teach others on social media. Maybe even share talents, share things you're excited about, things that make you laugh, things that make you excited, my pal number ones. It's like you're creating this for yourself. You're creating this fame for yourself. Whatever it is. The King of Cups here kind of reminds me of the energy of doing something and feeling emotionally balanced, whether it happens or it doesn't happen, and you're enjoying the process. And the sun is rising, and each day the sun becomes brighter. Look at this energy. We go from this to this. Bright. So the sun energy is symbolism for being bright, standing out. If I had to pertain it to the context of our question, how and when you will become famous. So the more and more you put yourself out there, and the more you take those leaps of faith, even if people judge, even if people are like, oh, did you see my pal number one? They did this video, blah, 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 blah. Even if they're judgmental, you're taking the key to your success, with the sun energy represents success, you being seen, you being admired, you being so bright and beautiful. And remember, when you look at the sun for too long, you have to squint. So these people over here with their shady energy, they won't be able to even see you because they'll have to wear glasses to see you because you're too bright. You're too bright for their energy. Okay, for their dark energy, my pal number ones. And here we see an umbrella, so I almost feel the energy of perhaps as you get famous, money rains on you. But this comes through you enjoying it. That's the most important part. And through you trusting your inner wisdom, through you trusting your intuition and noticing the signs of not necessarily what people like and don't like, but mixing what you like, what makes you happy, and what makes others happy to make magic. Make magic. Okay, my pal number ones. I see here with the Two of Wands, it seems like a big decision, but it's not a big decision at all. The more and more leaps of faith you take, and they don't have to be big leaps of faith, they can be small little leaps of faith, the closer and closer you get to your goal, and your future self will thank you for this. I kind of get the idea that your audience will almost feel like a community, my pal number ones. So let's use the example of like art or singing, for example. Okay, let's use the example of singing. Because I said modeling, I said art, singing, I said social media videos, funny videos. So let's use the example of singing. Let's say someone becomes a musician, and with the King of Cups here, they really feel that they have the ability to heal others with their music, with their gift. They bring this rainbow energy out into the world, and they bring joy to people with the sun energy. And let's say you feel like, okay, it's going to be a huge leap of faith for me to try this, to try something new, right? What if I can't even sing well? What if this? What if that? But you decide to ignore those thoughts and take a leap of faith. And let's say you decide to post a video of YouTube of you singing and playing guitar, right? And you're really enjoying what you're doing because it's your passion. It's what brings you joy, so it brings other people joy as you do it because they can feel the energy, my pal number ones. So as you're doing this, you notice that people begin to love you. People are just loving your music, and each time you make a video, your audience grows and grows bigger, right? You're creating this for yourself every time you post a new video on YouTube, right? And as you enjoy this, as you celebrate this victory and success, and you celebrate that you're enjoying what you're doing and you're finding passion through it, and you created a door for yourself where you just walk through. And now they're showing me Narnia, you know, when they open the door in Narnia and they suddenly enter another world. It's like you're entering another world full of brightness, full of bright energy, and people are noticing you, people are recognizing you, people are just loving you, my pal number ones, right? And as time goes by, you become super famous, where you are now doing tours and celebrations for people, and people just love hearing you. It feels like a celebration to hear your music, right? And your future self is thanking you because you took this first leap of faith, right? And you created that key to your famousness, your success, my pal number ones, and you trusted your inner wisdom. Even when people laughed at you, okay? Even when people said you can't do it, even if they thought that, and you felt like nobody there was supporting you when you took this leap of faith. They were just watching but not supporting. And then you watch your audience grow, and it's a bunch of strangers and they're celebrating you. And let's say you post a video on Instagram doing something fun, because you're a singer now. you post like a video and people are just loving you, my pal number ones. And everyone on social media is reposting this video and being like, I wish I could be there in that room having fun with this person. It's just like your audience loves you, and your audience, it's almost like, you know, with some of these celebrities now, what's an example I can give? Whose audiences are kind of like this? Okay, let's use Justin Bieber as an example. All these 16-year-old girls back in the day were like obsessed with him, and they were so obsessed with him, where he was shining and he was kind of like putting himself out there, even if there were haters. It was like all those 16-year-old girls found him a celebration to watch and to listen to, and it brought them joy in that moment. So that's kind of like an example. I think Ariana Grande also has like a fan base like that, where they're really loyal to her. That's the kind of energy I feel for you, my pal number ones, where your audience, your fan base is very loyal to you, and they want to create more for you. They even help you create more, because we have a dog here. Dogs are representations of loyalty. So I see this fame kind of just flowing in, and it might start off slowly, but later on it becomes huge, and people watch you from afar and receive that same pleasure from watching you from afar and see you grow into something beautiful. And remember, we have the lotus flower here. So the lotus flower grows in the mud, grows and starts off as a seed growing in the mud, and the mud is a representation of the darkness. So perhaps the mud before is, let's say, you working at a job that is really hard, really tiring, and you decide to take a leap of faith, for example. Or the mud could represent maybe you trying and trying and trying and trying and getting nothing. But the more and more you try, let's say the lotus flower grows and grows and grows a little bit. Now it is blooming above the water. And that's you, my pal number ones. So be patient, be very patient, and try to enjoy the journey. Try to enjoy it. It's a journey. And this is for you to enjoy, my pal number ones. You chose the Chrysocolla crystal, and I feel like Chrysocolla, if I'm not mistaken, is a stone connected to the ocean, but it's also mixed with malachite. So it's a stone of the heart. You chose the Chrysocolla crystal. If I'm not mistaken, the Chrysocolla crystal is mixed with malachite, and I think it's a stone of the ocean. And malachite is a stone of the heart and also transformation. So it's almost like you're going to transform, my pal number ones, and you're going to feel connected to this by your heart, by your emotions. We even see water here and a mermaid here and the King of Cups. So whatever this is, you're connected to it emotionally, and it's like you enjoy doing it. I also see this here, these little bubbles here, they have like little wisdom codes in it for light language, and I kind of see this as you receiving information here with these light codes here above her head, you're receiving wisdom from the universe and deciding to take a leap of faith, right? And these little bubbles are wisdom codes. So I kind of see it, according to this reading, as like, I kind of see it as like you following your wisdom, right? But not only that, when you notice what other people like, you also learn to speak other people's language, because it's almost like light codes here. So you learn to speak other people's languages, if like according to what they like to hear, right? What they like to watch. And it's like when you learn to mix your language and their language together, it makes magic. And I see here with these DNA wisdom codes, it's like it wasn't all you that did this. You created this for yourself. You took the first leap of faith. But do you want to know who planted it for you in your mind? Your ancestors. Because they knew you wanted it before you wanted it. They planted that dream in your head because it was yours and it was meant for you to have. We even see stars here. So you're going to be a star. I'm hearing that TikTok. I'm a star. Do you know that TikTok? If you don't, it's okay. But we even have a fertility shell here and the magician card. So that's even more confirmation. You're going to create this for yourself, my pile number ones. And here with these duality symbols, perhaps you're taking what I said before earlier, what other people want. So with these two duality symbols, perhaps you're taking what other people want by observing them, but also taking what you want and mixing it together. And it's like you telepathically speak to people because you're meeting what they want. Not so much meeting their expectations, but more so a merging of your two energies. So we even see that here. So let's say, for example, I post something on Instagram and nobody's interested in that thing. But then I post something I really like and others really like too. And now I'm merging our interests together. Do you understand what I mean, my pile number ones? I hope you do. But you're creating this for yourself. Because we even have the fertility shell here. It's like a fertility with a pearl shell. And then we have the magician. So that's even more confirmation. You're creating this for yourself, my pile number ones. So that's how you will get famous. As I said, you're going to take a leap of faith. This leap of faith is going to come from a dream planted in your mind from your ancestors as your wisdom. You're going to try a few times and take that leap of faith. And you're going to find the universe being loyal to you. You're going to enjoy the journey. And you're going to really find joy in what you're doing. You're going to ignore the haters and let that fuel you to your success. You're going to create that for yourself and merge and observe what other people want and merge what you want and what they want together. You're going to shine and stand out and be bright, and you're going to be emotionally connected to it. Okay, my pile number ones. For when you will become famous, I feel like for some of you, with the full energies, I feel like it's going to be out of nowhere, when you least expect it. Okay? The magician here tells me you create it for yourself. Perhaps with the 4 of Wands, 4 is the number of stability. So perhaps for some of you, it's going to be when you consistently upload videos or put yourself out there and shine in the world. And for some of you, with the number 4, it could be in 4 years, 4 months, April. Take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, with the 2 of Wands, could be in 2 months. It could be the 2nd of something. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be different for everyone. But for most of you, I feel It's gonna be when you least expect it with the full energies, but you create it for yourself first. And it's gonna be a celebration when you hear the news. And with the woman looking down here in this card, you're not gonna notice it, and that kind of just goes with what I just said. You're not gonna notice it first. You're gonna hear the news or notice it after, and you're gonna be so shocked. And you're gonna celebrate, my pal number ones. I'm really excited for you, my pal number ones. That was your reading. I really hope this resonated and helped you find clarity on how to create this fame for yourself, my pal number ones. I wish you the best of luck on your journey to your success and fame. And if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, comment if this resonated. Bye. Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose the Citrine crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be looking into how and when you will become famous. So you chose the fire card. Let's go ahead and add your cards for you. The first card we have is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. We have focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords. We have the Hierophant. We have the Temperance card. We have the Two of Emotions, which is the Two of Cups. So two of Cups cards. That's wonderful. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Judgment card. We have the Queen of Cups. And you have an extra card, the Five of Wands. Okay, my pal number twos. Looking at how and when you will become famous. The first thing I want to say, I got a big message for you. The first thing I want to say is how you're going to start out this journey. It's going to start out with something new. This new, would I say idea? I don't know if I would say idea. Maybe new concept or gift given to you from your angels, from your ancestors mostly as well. For some of you, it's your guardian angels. For most of you, it's your ancestors, because we have the Judgment card here. And usually with me, with my own personal experience with client readings, the Judgment card always comes out as ancestors. That's how my guides communicate to me. So I got a big message about ancestors helping you out, giving you some piece of information that is going to help you, push you forward to creating this for yourself, my pal number twos. I'm not quite sure what this is, what you're going to do that's going to make you famous, but what I do know is that you're going to meditate. You're going to either be meditating, dreaming, or being in a calm headspace, right? Where you can receive that information from your ancestors. Maybe you receive that in a reading. Maybe you receive it from a sign. But it's gonna be divine, okay? For some of you, even like receiving it from your higher self. Like, this is the way you go with the lanterns here, giving you guidance on where to go. And for some of you here with the Eight of Voices, for some of you, you even feel like, how can this ever happen? Because it's almost like when we are in the reality of not being this way, we almost feel like getting that would be impossible. Okay? Because it's almost like she has a blindfold over her face in this card. And it's like, when we don't have something, it seems so impossible. It seems like it's going to be such high steps to get up to this place, as we see someone small and someone big here. But the truth is, there's only 4 lanterns here. Okay, so perhaps for some of you it's going to be 4 years. That's just a specific message. But what I will say is, as you take these little steps towards these lanterns, you grow and you grow and you grow and you get bigger, my pile number 2s. So it's kind of like, as you go higher towards the goal, things are going to start to clear up. Like, as you take the journey onto the path and you focus your intention on your target, the path eventually begins to create itself. We see here the idea of fire. And what do we think of fire? There's even fire here. What do we think of fire? What did the caveman first think when someone said fire? They probably thought there's no such thing as fire. What is even fire? Do they even have words? I don't know. But maybe someone went and took a rock and was like, psh, 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 here's fire. I just made fire. And then they're like, oh, witchcraft. Because the 8 of Wands is like, it's like going from the 8 of Voices to the 8 of Wands. It's the same energy because it's both 8s, but it's completely different. Does that make sense, my pile number 2s? So you're going from this dark energy. Now all of a sudden there's light in the blink of an eye, like that. So for some of you, it's going to happen like that, where you get famous like that in the blink of an eye, but through the little steps. Okay, my pile number 2s. And it's kind of like those little steps of first getting the rock, 2 rocks that you put together, then bam, fire. And now you've made it. And that fire can represent passion. That fire can represent joy. That fire can represent things that light you up, my pile number 2s. You even pick the citrine crystal. So it's kind of like lighting up the way to your desires. And now they're showing me the Tangled movie. You know, in Tangled, I can't remember her name, but she was stuck in that tower with Mother Gotham, and she was stuck there for so many years. And she, if you can remember, she had glowing hair. Glowing hair, oh my gosh. She had glowing magic hair, right? And every time Mother Gotham sang to her hair would magically make her younger, right? So perhaps for some of you, it's singing. Perhaps you light people up by singing. That's a specific message, not for all of you, okay? But yeah, okay, she kind of like doesn't realize that Mother Gotham is using her at first. So what I will say with that message, perhaps some of you could start going into this. Let's use the example of singing. Let's say you start off by singing and you make really amazing music, but you feel so stuck. You feel like nobody's listening to you. So you put yourself out there more and more and more. And let's say a record label company comes to you and they want to offer you a record label. But let's say they use you and you're stuck in that. Be careful of those situations that keep you stuck. Because we had Mother Gotham using her gift for her hair. So I want to say, be very careful and discern with wisdom who is there trying to use you, use your gift, whatever this gift is. Because some of you have a gift here that's gonna make it far. Or some of you have a passion or a talent with the fire energy that lights up the way. But back to my vision of Tangled. So in the Tangled vision, after that I see her kind of like looking at the lanterns. Remember in the beginning of Tangled, there was a baby girl, a princess that went missing. And each year she would look at the lanterns flying in the sky, and she was so fascinated by it. It looked magical to her. It looked angelical to her, and she just kind of like was so fascinated by it and in love with it that she decided to track it every year. And one day, all around the side comes some random man, Flynn Rider. We even see the idea of a couple here. So for some of you, this could be someone coming and saving you from the stuckness. This doesn't have to be a couple per se, like a partner, a romantic partner. This could be a business partner. This could be someone helping you out, having good intentions towards you, right? Back to my vision. He helps her out. So someone could help you out and save you. Now I'm hearing that song. It's like woo-hoo, yee-hoo, woo-hoo. Something like that. It's Gwen Stefani's song. Trying to think of the lyrics. Okay, my pal number one, my pal number twos. The lyrics are, if I could escape, I would, but first of all, let me say, I must apologize for acting, stinking, treating you this way. 'Cause I've been acting like sour milk all over the floor. It's your fault you didn't shut the refrigerator door. Maybe that's the reason why I've been acting so cold. If I could escape and recreate a place as my own world, oh my gosh, a new earth. That's a synchronicity. Okay, so it says, if I could escape and recreate a place as my own world, and I could be your favorite girl, forever perfectly together, and tell me, boy, wouldn't that be sweet? So basically, if you remember the music video, she sings and she's like in some kind of jail cell. So this could represent you feeling stuck and this person coming to save you. Whether it's a business partner, someone helping you out, a romantic partner, and they help you create your own world. They help you create this new world for yourself, where you go from this world feeling dark, stuck in this old energy, to being free. Remember in Tangled when she got out of that tower and Flynn Rider saved her? She felt free. She was rolling on the grass. She was mixed with emotions, and I kind of get that energy with the duality here. She was mixed with emotions, but she was free. Now she created a new world where she was now in the kingdom, and she was now finding out she was a princess. We even see a crown here, so the idea of royalty. This is so cool, my pal number twos, and this is all from an idea, or all from a gift from the universe. Perhaps for some of you this gift is someone helping you out here. That's so cool, my pal number twos. For a lot of you it's someone helping you out. For some of you it's maybe not a physical person helping you out, but let's say you post something on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok and a bunch of different people watch this and help you out and help you create this new world for yourself. Keep holding the vision and focus your intention on what you want, and you will create it like fire, like magic, my pal number twos. So that was an amazing, beautiful message that came through those visions, and I'm so excited for you, my pal number twos. And I do feel like, in some sense, the universe gives this to you as a gift, because here with the Five of Wands, we see people fighting over the same bunch of flowers, and this flowers could be a metaphor for fame, right? For some of you, it's even dancing. We see 2 people dancing here. Yeah, for some of you, maybe even like music videos, because we see the idea here. For some of you, movies. I saw a vision of a movie. For some of you, it's social media and people watching you. It's going to be different for everyone. But I feel like you're going to feel emotionally connected to this, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of passion. Maybe your audience or the people that watch you love you, absolutely love you, because the 2 of Cups talks about the energy of love. Absolutely love you and help you create this new earth for yourself, this new world for yourself, full of passion, full of joy, full of this fiery, bright energy, my pile number 2s. And it all started from your ancestors or your angels. Beautiful, my pile number 2s. So, as I said here, this bouquet of flowers is a representation for something everyone wants, but you're getting it. Just because it's a gift from your ancestors. Because they want you to have it. They want you to be in the spotlight. Okay? And if you focus your intention on the positive, as we see here, she's pointing the arrow to this fire energy, on being courageous, as we see with the dragons. Dragons breathe fire. So being courageous and following your heart, following your passions is going to get you here, my pile number 2s. And you're going to change your reality from being stuck in the darkness to just creating it out of nowhere. And I do feel like this is going to, even here with these dead plants, for some of you, maybe let's use the idea of movies, for example. Let's say some of you want to become actors, actresses. Okay, let's say with the dead flowers here, let's say some of you went to auditions, right? And you go and you try and you try. Now I'm hearing that song, You Try and You Try by Snow Allegra. But you try and again, and you fall and you fail, and you're praying to the universe, you're praying to God, and you're like, if someone can hear me, please make it happen for me. And the next time you go to an interview, they see you perform with someone and they see the emotion behind it. And they're just like, wow. And remember, this is an example, doesn't have to be for everyone. But they see you like, wow, you just play that character so well. You walked in there, met someone that day, and acted like you were in love with them, all in front of them. And you played that character so well. You became that character. You became emotionally invested in that character. And you became that character. And you created a different version of you through that character, right? And they look up to you from this first time. And that was your angels, your ancestors, sending you to this audition to help you change your reality from this, feeling stuck, to this. This is amazing, my pile number 2s. And you're going to be seen as royalty. It's like people would fight over the amount of fame you would have. They're literally my pile number 2s. So I'm really excited to see this play out for you. When this is going to happen, for some of you, we have the number 8 prominently. So for some of you, 8 months. For some of you, Leo season. Leo season is the time to shine, and we even have fire here. Oh, for a lot of you, it's Leo season. For some of you, it could be in 1 month with the Ace of Cups, or it could just happen overnight, like we see with the angel wings, like a miracle, right? For some of you, it's in 2 months on a day of love. Valentine's Day, specifically for some people, it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, I feel for some of you, maybe it's a day where people are online a lot. like let's say here with the Five of Wands, let's say you post something, right? There's 2 5s here. So for some of you, it could be in the 5th month, which is May, or in 5 months. Yeah. Let's say there's a specific time you post a video, right? And this is the time where everybody wants it. Or as I used with that audition example, let's say you go to an audition where there's many people and everybody wants that same role and you get it, but it's your angels helping you. So it doesn't actually matter when it happens, because it's going to happen if you trust your angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors, because they're making it happen for you, my pile number 2s. But you also create this for yourself and the other person, like the person your angels and ancestors bring to you. You co-create this together, or this person brings you closer to this. I'm really excited for you, my pile number 2s. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if this resonated, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. I am really excited to even just see this reading for you, my pile number 2s. I really hope you enjoyed this. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this amethyst crystal, this reading is for you, for how and when you will become famous. You chose the evolution card. Let's go ahead and lay your cards out for you. So the first card we have here is the 7 Star Sisters, Birth and Creations, Tapestry of Life and Expression. We have the 4 of Wands. We have Expect a Miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. We have Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man. We have the World Cosmos, which is the World card. We have the 8 of Emotions, which is the 8 of Cups. We have the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands. We have an extra card here, the Empress. We have the World again. That's beautiful. So this energy is heightened. We have the Empress twice. Okay, this is amazing, my pile number 3s. We have the Chariot. And lastly, we have the Sun card. Okay, my pile number 3s. The first thing I'm noticing here for how and when you will become famous is I'm feeling a similar energy here to both pile number 1 and pile number 2, but in a different way. Okay, so if you were feeling drawn to pile number 1, in pile number 1 here in the 4 of Wands, we also had the 4 of Wands for pile number 1, and we also spoke about creating something, okay? But I feel like this is in a different way. So if you were drawn to pile number 1 and want to watch that and this one, you can. And then for pile number 2, the thing I noticed with pile number 2 was that they had to have a lot of patience to receive their blessing, and it came through miracles of some kind, through, like, I think for pile number 1 it was ancestors, for pile number 2 it was also ancestors, and then, wait, for pile number 1 I think it was the universe giving them some kind of message. Pile number 2 the same. And then pile number 2 was ancestors. Then for pile number 3 now I'm also noticing ancestors with the DNA strands here. So it seems like there's a lot of energies of miracles here. So if you were drawn to either of those piles, you can watch them. If not, also okay, you can carry on watching this. So the first thing I noticed here with your reading my pile number 3s of how you're going to get famous is I noticed a lot of imagery of women. With the Empress card, we have the idea of femininity, the Empress here as well. The Four of Wands is 2 women, and in this card there are 7 women here together. So there's kind of this energy of women working together, or it could even be men working together, but men and women working together even. But there's this energy of feminine energy, which doesn't have to equate to gender. So feminine energy could be doing something very creative. It could be doing something very flowy, like dancing, singing, yoga videos. That's something that's specific. Maybe even dancing, how to make food videos with the foods here. There's grapes here and grapes here. Could be gardening videos with the flowers. It could be singing here. We see the idea of someone. It looks like someone's singing here. And now I just heard the song Roar by Katy Perry when I looked at this. So perhaps using your voice in a way, or public speaking. For some of you, it could be dancing. We see the idea of people dancing here, people having fun, enjoying, dancing, yoga, stretching, exercise videos. The sun here could be something creative. So like I said, dancing, singing, acting, any type of creative thing, painting. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is, it's going to be different for everyone, how you get it, but it's going to be something to do with the feminine energies of flow and kind of like putting yourself out there and shining with what you do. But not only that, enjoying what you do with the Four of Wands. Because the Four of Wands talks about the idea of pleasure. We see someone laughing here. So it's kind of this idea of pleasure. And we see here someone putting their foot into the water and it's splashing. So for some of you, you're going to be doing something where you're putting yourself out there creatively or with your passions or what you like to do. And it's kind of like, at first you first start to do it, you wait a little bit, you're kind of like waiting around and you're not really seeing any results yet. And it's like, as time goes along, maybe you do something really huge and it splashes, and it's like you create something where the whole world sees it. Okay? So I kind of even get the idea here with this card, gymnastics for some of you, or like performing something. Yeah. Even for some of you, photography here, because this, like the way this lady is posing here, it looks like she's presenting something. So for some of you, it could be photography of some kind, or presenting yourself by modeling. You know what I mean? Posing, yeah. For some of you, it's modeling like runways. This lady looks like she's on a runway. Yeah, this is so cool, my pile number 3s. It's going to be different for everyone, but take it as it resonates. If I didn't say something you're doing, it's fine. It's going to be something where you really enjoy doing this. You get pleasure, you get joy out of doing this. Because we even see the idea of grapes. I'm going to look at the grape's spiritual meaning quickly for you. Okay, so grapes are a useful practical and symbolic fruit. It represents joy, fertility, abundance, patience, festivities, and merriment. And that's kind of what I went before. Like here we see the idea of patience with the Hanged Muse. And it's even saying Muse. And it has a door here with an eye. So it's almost like when you're patient, the door opens for you and you enter that door. And now you enter that door and the whole world sees you and admires you, and you're the whole world's muse. Okay, my pal number 3s. Next thing it says here, it can mean good things like abundance, and the Empress represents abundance, which is really cool. And it can also represent fertility, creating something, creating a dream into your reality. It can mean good luck, and we even have here expect a miracle. So a lot of synchronicities. The grapes were meant to be here. That's really cool, my pal number 3s. It's like the universe is bringing in good luck or a miracle to you. First, you're putting yourself out there. You're shining. You're trying your best. You're doing what you can. At some point, maybe you even feel like walking away from it, stopping what you're doing. And it's like you feel discouraged in that moment, but something tells you not to stop. Something tells you to keep going. You know what that voice is? It's your ancestors. It's them telling you to keep going, telling you that your prayers have been heard and are being answered, and that they're going to help you create this for yourself. For some of you, maybe you're not creating it with other women, but let's say you have feminine ancestry. And these female ancestors are helping you co-create this. And it's like, no, don't stop doing this. This door may not be open today, but tomorrow, keep your eyes open and it might be open. And now you get to see the whole world, and the whole world gets to see you shine, my pal number 3s. The whole world gets to admire you, my pal number 3s. The Empress energies to me also represents beauty. So that kind of goes with what I said, like modeling. Here we see the idea, like some of you could be on magazines one day. Some of you could be in like hair advertisements here with the hair. Some of you could be just seen for your beauty. Like let's say you post a video on TikTok and you all of a sudden get 1 million views just because people see your beauty, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all, because it can open doors for you to bigger things. There's nothing wrong with being beautiful. Use it to your advantage, my pal number 3s. Okay. Another thing I see here is we have the 2 cats here facing either side. This cat is facing this side to the 8 of Cups, 8 of Emotions. So maybe one side of you is thinking, I should give up. But the other side of you is looking towards the future, looking towards the positive, looking towards, here we see a dark moon and here we see a sun. So it's like you're looking, one side of you is looking towards the negative, one side of you is looking towards the sun, towards the positive. And you're like, which side am I going to create from? I'm going to create from this side. The Empress is also the energy of creation, because the Empress in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck shows a pregnant woman. So whatever this is going to be, it's like you're co-creating this with the universe, with your ancestors. And there's going to be some type of miracle where you are other people's muses. Okay, my pal number 3s. For some of you, you could even be, like models, or like let's say you are like someone wants to paint something, for example, and they want to paint you because you have so much beauty. That could even be an example of like a muse. Or like let's say you're singing on stage and people find so much inspiration from you and your story and how you created something from nothing. That perfect time you opened the door and that door led to something beautiful, right? And it's like people get inspired by your story and how you were patient and you waited and you waited, and at the perfect moment you got a miracle from your ancestors. They opened the door for you. And let's say, you're singing on stage and people are just so inspired by you. Let's say you're dancing on stage. Yeah, I kind of get that idea. Let's say you're walking on the runway and people are so inspired by you because it's just like you almost gave up, but you chose to push forward and carry on. And we even see the idea here of magic here with the Chariot. He's holding some wand here, and there's the night sky. There's also the night sky here in the door, the night sky here. So there's almost this energy of you being a star and shining so brightly, my pile number 3s. Maybe even being a sun here. Like, it's just like you're so magnetic that you shine without even realizing. You are the one that lights up the way with your positive thoughts, as I said. Because we have so much sun symbolism. Like here and here we have sun symbolism. We have the stars lighting up the night sky. So perhaps that's a metaphor for the night sky is you waiting for a miracle, waiting in the darkness. Okay, and all of a sudden, you are the one that lights up the way, but your ancestors just help you find that miracle, that first step in the door, that helps you create that for yourself, my pile number 3s. So yeah, there's just this idea of you shining brightly, and people noticing you, people admiring you. You create this like magic, my pile number 3s. For some of you, you're going to be traveling when you become famous a lot, like with the Chariot card here. Like, let's use an example here. As soon as I started this reading, I heard Beyonce's song. And I think Beyonce always had didn't Beyonce have like 2 other singers she sang with originally? So maybe even some of you could start off like, let's use the example of singing. Start off with singing with other people, and let's say you have a band with them, but later on you go solo. Or let's say some of you are singing with other women, and all of you shine together, and it's kind of like you're seen as royalty, and maybe you shine a lot, and it's like you create more opportunities for yourself, my pile number 3s. So it's going to be different for everyone, but I just feel the energies of something magical happen, like something magical happening, a miracle happening here, but it's your ancestors helping you out. And this is so amazing to see. So, the Beyonce lyrics is got me looking so crazy now. Your love so got me looking so crazy now. Your touch. Like, it's kind of like maybe some people even say you're crazy for going after a dream like this. A dream that's so big. But, this energy here in the 7 Star Sisters, have you ever heard of the energy of Pleiades? Pleiades, to me, kind of reminds me of the energy of, like, being a visionary. I don't know how to explain it, but it reminds me of that energy. So, it's kind of like you envision what your future could be, and you create it for yourself out of nothing. But it's you that creates it, because you're the star that shines brightly in the night sky, or the sun that shines brightly in the night sky. And you turn darkness into something where you're shining brightly and you're being seen by the world. It's this kind of energy here with the world being shown twice. You're being seen so much because of your beauty, first of all, or your handsomeness. And you're being also seen for the enjoyment you have for what you do with the 4 of Wands, the pleasure you have out of it, out of creating this. Okay. And for some of you, it's kind of like with the Empress energies. Let's say you're being creative and people really just feel in love with it. They feel crazy in love with you. It's like they've been put under a spell. But they haven't been. It's just your magic, my pile number 3s. You even chose the Amethyst crystal. It's a highly spiritual crystal. So it's like the universe is helping you out here, and you're magnetic to people where people just want to watch you. You maybe even be on TV and so big that the whole world knows you. Who are my pile number 3s? They're the muse to the whole world. Okay, my pile number 3s, I feel like you're going to be big. It's so crazy to see this energy. So expect this miracle, my pile number 3s. Put yourself out there. Don't give up on your dreams. You can create your dreams, my pile number 3s. For some of you, I feel like this is just going to come in. Even here we see the idea of angel wings. It's just going to come in when you least expect it. From your angels, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors. And as we see the idea of water here, it's going to flow in. You know what I mean? It's going to splash. You're going to do something that leaves a mark on the world, where everything you do is being seen. Some of you may even have paparazzi following you. Okay, the amount of fame you're going to have, it's big. It's huge, and it's even going to grow and grow and grow, because the Empress is number 3, and 3 relates to growth, expansion, evolution. Oh my gosh, that's your card you chose, evolution. You're just going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. We even see the idea of growth here. First, it's a small strand of DNA, a bigger strand, a bigger strand. You're going to be huge, my pile number 3s. Whatever you're doing here, you're going to leave a mark on the world. So expect this miracle to come. Continue praying, continue hoping, continue putting yourself out there. Don't walk away from the stream. Don't self-sabotage like that, because it's like you're going to be the whole world's muse. I'm really excited for you, my pile number 3s. Enjoy this fame. You deserve it. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to feel pampered. You deserve to feel luxurious, my pile number 3s. With the Empress energies here, you're going to feel luxurious. Some of you are going to have huge mansions, huge houses, full of luxury. Think of Taurus energy. Luxury. You're going to travel the world. You're going to see and meet many people. You're going to brighten up people's lives with what you do. Whether this is something, I feel like it's might be creative for a lot of you, because there's a lot of creative energy here. Even if it's not something creative, something you create, like a clothing line, for example. I don't know, a makeup line, she's wearing makeup. Something you create for yourself, or you co-create with the universe, and it's like, whatever this is, people are going to love it. People are going to absolutely enjoy it and find pleasure out of kind of like looking at you and appreciating you and letting you be seen, because you deserve to shine, my pile number 3s, and you deserve to be admired and appreciated. And I can't wait for this for you. It's so exciting. For some of you, I feel like when this is going to happen, we have the energies of 3 here twice. So for some of you, it's going to happen on the 3rd month, which is March, in 3 months. For some of you with 12/21, that could be a date for some of you, like the 21st of December for some of you. For some of you, it could be 12/21 at the time you get famous. For some of you, it could be the 12th day. For some of you, it could be the 21st day, 12th month, 21st month. It's going to be different for everyone, but I feel like whatever this is, you're just going to keep growing and growing and growing as you get your foot in this door. The perfect moment, perfect time. Expect this miracle. Doesn't matter when it happens, because it's going to happen. expect this miracle, my pile number 3s. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if this resonated. I can't wait to see you in my next reading. And oh my gosh, pile number 3s, if you get famous, let me know in the comments. I want to know you watch my video. Oh, I'm wishing you the best, my pile number 3s. I can't wait to see you again. Bye.